posting of bilingual Croatian and Serbian signs in both the Latin and Cyrillic scripts began this morning in the eastern city of Vukovar, but was rapidly halted by a group of about 100 Croatian war veterans who are protesting the legally mandated bilingual signs on the buildings of all public institutions. The few signs that were put up were forcefully removed by the demonstrators, and 4 police officers sustained injuries in the ensuing scuffles. The protesting veterans dispersed in the early afternoon, but said they will be on the scene tomorrow to block the posting of any signs on public buildings. The posting of bilingual signs is dictated by the National Minority Rights Law, which stipulates the use of bilingual signs and symbols in official and public use in places where a national minority accounts for over a third of the local population. Although the figure is disputed by the protesters, according to official statistics, the Serbian minority in Vukovar accounts for just over 33% of the population. The trial of former fire chief Dražen Slavica is entering its final phase. Slavica has been charged with culpability for the deaths of 12 firefighters in the Kornati tragedy in 2007. Today, the prosecution delivered its closing arguments. Among the primary arguments put forth by prosecutors today is that Slavica had complete decision-making authority for the entire ill-fated operation, and that he exercised extremely poor judgment in deploying the firefighters to the scene and then responded inadequately when he knew their lives were in jeopardy. The trial of former Prime Minister Ivo Sanader resumed today after a summer adjournment in the so-called FIMI media corruption case. Besides this case, the former Prime Minister is also awaiting the resumption of one and the commencement of another case, also on corruption-related charges. New regulations governing Croatia's healthcare system went into effect today, mainly dealing with the referral procedures for specialist exams and hospital treatment, which are meant to reduce waiting lists and create savings in the state budget. Sick leave will be under the exclusive purview of primary care, and cheaper generic drugs will be prescribed. Those who want more expensive brand-name drugs will pay out of pocket. Community health centers will conduct preoperative tests, while family practitioners will conduct regular examinations, follow-ups, and monitor patients with chronic conditions. The new school year began today for the country's 500,000 elementary and secondary school pupils. There are about 4,000 less first graders in comparison to last year. As always, an appeal went out to drivers to exercise additional caution due to the higher number of child pedestrians on the streets. Education Minister Željko Jovanović posted a message to all pupils on the Croatian government's YouTube channel, wishing them a successful year. A monument to the famed 4th National Guard Brigade was unveiled today in the coastal city of Split by former Croatian Army generals Ante Gotovina and Damir Krstičević. The unveiling ceremony was preceded by a parade featuring the military banners flown by historical military formations. And taking a look at sports, everything is ready for the 63rd Hanžeković Memorial Track and Field Meet, which begins tomorrow. At a press conference held in Zagreb today, star discus thrower Sandra Perković announced that despite suffering from back pains since appearing at the World Championship in Moscow recently, she will appear at the Zagreb meet for her Croatian fans. The members of the Croatian Quadruple Sculls rowing team were welcomed at the airport in Zagreb today after their return from the World Championship in Korea, where they won the gold medal in their event. And finally, the weather forecast for Croatia tomorrow. Skies will be mostly clear and sunny throughout the country. Inland regions can expect moderate to heavier clouds, and there is a slight chance of showers in Slavonia and Baranja. Winds will be light to moderate inland, while light to moderate Bora and northwestern winds will hit the Adriatic coast. Tomorrow morning's temperatures will range from 10 to 15 degrees Celsius inland and from 17 to 22 degrees on the coast. Tomorrow's highs will range from 21 to 26 degrees Celsius inland and from 26 to 30 degrees on the coast.